What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. I have got such a freaking special treat for you guys. This is going to be a really different kind of video. I've never done anything like this before, so I don't know how it's going to go, but I hope you guys like it and I hope it helps somebody out there. Before we get into this video, if you don't mind, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also make sure that you click the notification bell. That way you can be made aware of every time I upload or go live. I do go live every Monday and Friday. Mondays at 7 p.m. for step study, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous meetings. Medication Assisted Recovery Anonymous is a 12-step fellowship for men and women just like me who utilize maintenance medication in their recovery. So it's all inclusive and non-judgment is our code. So I hope you guys will join me on Friday nights for that meeting at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now let's get into this video. While I was doing my spring cleaning my son's room out, getting my other rooms cleaned out, I found my old diaries / journals, whatever you want to call them. And they're from 2014. At least that's the one I found. Now, I think there's one laying around somewhere that's from 2013, and I'm going to try and find that one, but the earliest one I have right now is from 2014. And as I want to read some of these to you. So what we're going to start doing here on my channel is we're going to have a weekly upload of me reading through these journals and sharing with you guys how I feel now, what I think about what I wrote, whether or not it was true or a lie, what I was going through at that time. And I think this will be a healing experience for me, but I also think that it's going to help you guys and let you into the mind of an addict, what I felt while I was in active addiction, what I was going through. And I really hope it helps somebody that's still struggling. So let me show you the diaries. Here they are. This one is my husband's. This is going to be a special upload that's only going to go on Patreon. This is when my son got taken away and I was in treatment and my husband was all alone. So if you want to hear what happens and what he said, how he felt, you can join my Patreon for $2 a month. I'll link it down below. These two are my diaries. One of them is from March 2015. And then the other one, this one that we're going to start out in, is from Thursday, November 27th. What year is this? December. Okay, November 27th, 2014. So, please, you guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're interested in hearing my diaries and my journals. Please go over and join Patreon if you want to hear, from my husband's perspective. And yeah, I think that I'll just keep anything that has to do with him private over there because I know how private he is, and maybe I can even get him to read it to you guys. But I already got his permission to share it with you guys on Patreon. So here we go. All right, so Thursday, November 27th, 2014. This is after I gave birth to my son because my son was born in July. Thanksgiving. We will see how it goes. Smiley face. Without the DeMeo family this year. I will keep you posted. To be continued. Thanksgiving was great. Great food, great family, great man. Smiley face. So obviously, I didn't go to my parents' house for that Thanksgiving, and I spent it with Neil's family. And that's not something that I did. I always went to Thanksgiving and Christmas with my family. But when I started dating my husband, we started having to take turns with our families. So I started dating him in September of 2012. So this is about a year and a half after we started dating. Friday, 28th November, 2014. Neil bought me the cowboy boots, 3 sweaters, and a new purse, and a ring with my birthstone. I got him a pair of purple Adidas with 4 Old Navy graphic tees, but the thing I am really buying him is an all black watch. I really want Neil to propose to me while I'm opening my gifts on Christmas. I just want stability, and a proposal would give me that stability. So we had just had Nathaniel, and it was, 6 months after he was born, basically. And I remember at this time, like, just feeling like because we weren't married and I had a son, that we weren't going to go anywhere, and that he was probably going to walk out on me and not marry me. And that was something I was always afraid of. I was always afraid of losing Neil because he was the best thing that ever happened to me. Even though we were both in active addiction, he was still the most kind, loyal, respectful man that I've ever dated in my life. And I really wanted to be his wife. Friday the 29th. I had so much fun shopping with my best friend. He got me everything I wanted and more. He truly is my love. We're going to Kohl's right now. Talk to you later. Saturday morning, 3 a.m. on the 30th. I can't sleep. I miss my family. My mother-in-law really hurt my feelings yesterday when I got home from shopping because I was pigging out. I've gained weight, about 10 to 15 pounds, and I can't stop eating in the middle of the night. I'm going to call Dr. Barrow Monday and try to sleep now. Good night, Nicole. So obviously you guys can see that, like, my weight has always been an issue, and after I gave birth to my son, I was really trying to lose that baby weight, and I was struggling because I was having these moments when I would wake up in the middle of the night binging. And I share that with you guys here on my channel about the binges. Saturday, November 30th at 6:15 a.m. Poor Nate's diaper leaked all over his sheets and outfit, so I had to change him. I'm feeling a lot better. I forgot to tell you what I got for Christmas. And then I listed all the things I got for Christmas. November 30th, 6:30 a.m. I am finally dozing off. I'll write later. December 8th, 2014. It's 7 p.m. and I just got Nate out of the bath and I thought I'd say hi. I missed my period, my November period. I'm praying it's just late. Neil's at work and I miss him. I'm starting a diet tomorrow. I'm going to log in my current weight. Pray for me. I'm so miserable at this weight. Love, Nicole. So then I logged my weight. Okay, weight in results, 185 pounds. How I feel about that? Embarrassed, ashamed, guilty, fat, lazy, and sluggish. 185 pounds is what I weighed. I am 220 pounds now. I wish I was 185 pounds now. And I wish I could go back and tell myself that you just had a baby. You just had a baby in July. It's only December and it's going to be okay. But I know that I was working my way up to relapsing because I had gotten sober after I gave birth to my son. December 14th, 2014. Today, Neil, Nate, and I had an awesome day. We went to PetSmart in the bookstore and I got a book by Deepak Chopra. I'm really ready to make a life change. I'm going to read 30 minutes a night starting tomorrow. I will write and tell you what I think, but I am already excited. Love, me. December 16th. Well, instead of reading my book right away, I put it under the tree from Neil to me. But I read some of it, and I am extremely inspired and curious already. Less than 10 days till Christmas. Yay. By the way, I lost 3 pounds, down to 182. I start eating clean and organic after Christmas. I'm going to buy a book to teach me how. And then I was logging all these different exercises I could do. December 18th. Nathaniel is being extremely fussy. I am going shopping tomorrow at JCPenney to get Nate and Neil and me presents. I am excited. And then I listed some affirmations, some ways to learn to love myself. Okay, let's get to the, sorry. Okay, December 19th, 2014. Christmas is almost here. I miss my mom and dad, but I have my own family now. It's like 7:15 a.m. Neil is about to get off work. I miss him, just saying. I'm watching Nate try to crawl. I'm so proud of my baby. He is so smart and very observant. I think today Neil and I will go to JCPenney to get Nate gifts and a surprise for Neil. I'm thinking a new silver chain and some jeans. I don't know. I will tell you later. I ended up getting him a black banded metal red and black faced Amatron watch. Originally 110, but I got it for 48. Bought Nate 2 thermal shirts and a Pooh Bear, and me a $65 purse on sale for 20. I couldn't resist. I showed Neil the watch and he likes it. I hope he says he does. I can't wait till Christmas Eve. I love my little family. So this looks like it's when I ended up relapsing. And December 21st, 2014. Helped Tara clean. Can't wait for Christmas. To be continued. So I talked to Christine today. Apparently Michelle is screwing Chad behind his wife's back. Drama. That was my sister and some ex-boyfriend. Well, just talk to Chad. He is messed up, and yes, he is messing with my sister. He is living out of a motel, which means my sister is there because she will not answer my calls. Now his wife wants me to call her at 10. Oh, Lord. I just cannot believe it. This guy used to hit my sister and steal from her and make fun of my nephew. Michelle is about to hit rock bottom, I hope. So back then, my sister and I were both in active addiction, obviously. And my sister was running the streets with this guy named Chad, who had just gotten married, who used to beat her ass every single day. And it was so hard because my sister and I were both in active addiction. So just imagine the stress that put on my family. My sister Christine is miserable in California. She'll be moving back in January to be with her girlfriend Christian, whom she has been with for over a year and just found out. I miss her. I hope she is safe. My sister had moved to California because she's a musician, and at this time she was just not having a good time. Things were just not working out, and so we were all worried about her because we wanted her to come back to Arkansas, you know, and she ended up coming back, thank God. Monday, December 22nd. My sister finally called me at 2:30. I explained to her that the wife was going to press charges and basically narc out some dope house on 6th in Mountain Pine, where my sister's car has been seen. Some guy named Shaggy. Anyway, I tried to warn her, and she called me up screaming and yelling at me and saying, Nicole, you and Christine need to call CID and report her for harassing you. I'm done. I texted Paul to warn him. Hope she doesn't go to jail. Like I said, I have my own problems. I did my part and I'm out of it. Hope Michelle listens. My sister had basically gotten her car stole from a gang of tweakers, you guys. And that car was there, and then Chad stole it from that house. It was all whole drama. I'll tell y'all that story time one day. Neil slept all day. Poor thing. I feel bad for him because I see how hard he is trying, and I know how much he loves me, even though he does not show it. I need to work on feeling more comfortable with my body so Neil and I can be intimate. I miss his touch and the way he kisses me. I miss him. I know we are going to be okay because I am in love with him. He is my best friend. I want him forever and always. He is at work and I want to talk to him, going to watch TV and try to go to sleep. At this time, Neil had gotten a job working overnights because Nate was just born. And we had relapsed in December, and we were trying to stay sober, and then I would be all alone, and I would be getting high on methamphetamine, and he would be at work. It was just not a good thing, you guys. It was probably one of the hardest times of our lives because Nate had just been born, and this is what led up to my son being taken. Tuesday, December 23rd, and we'll leave off here. Well, Neil came home this morning. It was so nice. I miss him so much. I really have to make it a point to spend time with him. And we also need to have a date night once a week. We are really working hard on our relationship. On another note, today is my nephew's birthday. He is 12 years old. I'm so proud of him. He is so smart. Neil gave me a gorgeous watch to give him. Paul is picking him up today around 12. I'm so glad he will be with his dad, safe and sound. I will get to see him. My sister is messed up. She is coming over to see Nate, and we will see how this ends up. By the way, I have kind of taken the neighbor girl under my wing. I see a lot of myself in her, and I want to help her. But I honestly think she is too far gone for me. She needs rehab and therapy. She has a gorgeous son, and he is 1 year and like 3 months. Just a smart little guy. She is on meth and pills, etc. I also believe she sells her body for drugs. All I can do is pray for her. So that's where we're going to stop. But our next door neighbor, I used to get high with her. And at this time, after Nate was born, she was getting high, I was getting high. I relapsed in December, and I can remember because I was doing really well. And then all the holidays came, and I was, honestly, you guys, I was really experiencing a lot of postpartum depression. But that's not an excuse. I relapsed because I had no foundation and I had no sober support. And I would stay up all night long waiting for Neil to get off because he worked overnights. And I would just be here alone with Nate. And of course, my mother and father-in-law lived with us. But thank God they did, you guys, because I would just be up here tweaking. When I think back to that time, like, I'm ashamed of myself because I had this beautiful baby boy who depended on me. And all I could be worried about was Neil and getting high and making myself not feel those things. So I'll upload a video next week on the next chapter of that book, and we'll just go through it together. I hope that helps you guys kind of understand where I was at. It was Christmas time. I was trying to get all these gifts for everybody. I didn't have a lot of money, but I was making do, you know. Neil was making do, and we were really trying to get our lives together, but we just couldn't. So until next time, love y'all.